Growing up with my grandmother, insects were part of the daily diet. For me as a child, they were nothing but a plaything, something to play around with. But growing up now as a chef, I see these as nutritious, valuable ingredients that create wonderful dishes. As such, I've been invited to Katu University by Agroforce to play around with a few insects and see what I can come up with. This is edible insects, food for the future. So today I'm going to cook 3 insects. I've got Mopane worms, mealworms, and crickets. First up, Mopane worms, one of the most popular insects to be eaten in Zimbabwe, predominantly found in the Matabeleland region, Matabeleland South. I had this chili sauce from Mexico, and it had this worm called a maguey worm, and it really reminded me of Mopane worm. So today I'm going to try and make a Mopane worm chili sauce. So yeah, let's get to it. First up, some oil. So this is an easy one-pot kind of recipe. We've got some onion here. Get that frying. So the reason why I like insects is the diversity of flavor, diversity of texture as well. They are really crunchy, really savory, but they also have like an umami flavor to them. So I think this will really play well with the chili sauce. Next up, we've got some ginger and some garlic. So playing off that Mexican flavor, we also have coriander stems. These ones people usually throw away, but I really love the punchy flavor of the coriander, so we put the stems in there. Then we let this saute. Don't worry about developing color because you're going to blend this anyway, so it'll be okay. As you can see, it's pretty quick. And then we put our tomatoes. Traditionally, they would use tomatillos, but that's not something we have common in Zimbabwe, so tomatoes will do. I think I'm going to add a little bit of oil. So there you go. I mean, the recipe is almost done. We're going to let this cook down, let the tomato cook down a little bit. And then we're going to add pasilla chilies. These ones are obviously Mexican chilies, dried chilies, but you can use any dried chili that you like or that you can find. This is just to add a different kind of flavor. If you don't have this, you can have some soy sauce, some oyster sauce. But I like people to kind of individualize your own chili sauce. So anything that you feel will create with some savoriness, and obviously the dark color, you can use that as well. All right. So we also have a bit of apple cider vinegar to go in there. The acidity will also help preserve the chili sauce so it can stay a bit longer. But I like my food to have different flavors, so a bit of chilliness, a bit of savory, and obviously the acidity also plays well. So the Mopane worms, these ones are already pre-processed, a bit chunky, so they're not really fine, they're a bit chunky, so you also want to have that chunkiness when you're eating the sauce. So these are dried, usually that's how we find them. They are processed wherever in Matabeleland, and then we usually buy them dried. And I usually like them as a snack whilst you're watching soccer or something like that, your favorite sport. I think our tomato has cooked down. We're going to add our chili, our vinegar, And then the lovely Mopane worms, tablespoons, maybe 3. Why not? So we'll then let this cook down, and then we'll blend it, and then we have our sauce. So that's it. We let this go for about 5 minutes so that the flavors incorporate. Obviously, once you've blended it, and the longer it keeps, the more flavor it develops. So the beautiful thing, flavor continuously develops. So let's leave it go, and then we'll come back and finish it off. I really wish you could smell the aromas that are coming through. The vinegar, the Mopane worms, the coriander. Can't wait. So for me, the best thing whilst cooking is tasting. So we're going to taste. I love my food hot, so we've got some chili flakes here. Perfect. So yeah, you taste before you add your chili so that you determine how much chili you want, how hot you want it. And so, I think we can cool this down and then blend it, and our sauce is ready. My Mopane has cooled down, I've blended it, still smelling good. Nice and thick, love the color. Most important part, the tasting. Mild, I mean it would be good for the Zimbabwean palate. It's not too hot. Probably I'll add more chili, maybe a bit more Mopane so that it really comes through. I'm tasting it at the back. Otherwise, this is a brilliant sauce for all your meals, your sadza. You can put it on your tacos. You can make it a dip for your chips, for your vegetables, for those who are on the healthy tip. In any other way, Mopane is the way to go in this sauce. So for Mopane worm chili sauce, we'll need 1 medium tomato, 1 teaspoon garlic crushed, 1 tablespoon of coriander stems, 1 teaspoon of crushed chili, 1 tablespoon of pasilla chili, that's the dried chili, a 1/4 cup apple cider vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of Mopane worm powder. To make our chili sauce, saute onion, garlic and ginger for about 2 minutes. Then you add your coriander stems. Then you add your tomato. You cook that down until the tomato is broken down. Once it's broken down, you add your pasilla chili, you add your apple cider vinegar and your Mopane worm powder. Then you let that cook for 10 minutes. You can constantly add a bit of water if you're seeing that the water is running out. Then you taste and you add chili to taste, whether you like it hot or medium. You take it off the heat and let it cool before blending. Then you serve with your favorite meal.